Some of these numbers sound crazy, 20% to the upside, 44% to the upside, but you guys got to remember that during a blue sky breakout, these types of moves are possible. There's no previous resistance. If there is a lot of demand, if there is a lot of interest for Chainlink, you're going to see these types of moves. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. Yesterday, Bitcoin saw a 5% move to the upside, and some coins are seeing some really nice gains alongside Bitcoin right now. Over the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has only seen about a 0.75% move to the upside, trading around 9,650. But what we can see looking at the CryptoWatch asset card list is that Chainlink is currently up 9%, trading just below $4.80. As you guys know, Chainlink is by far one of my favorite altcoins, so we're definitely going to be discussing that today. And before we get further into the video, I need you guys all to hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot if you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that bell icon as well. Now let's get into the video. So first of all, let's talk about the price of Bitcoin. I'm looking at the weekly chart right now, and the higher time frames are by far the most interesting for Bitcoin at the moment. We are currently testing this multi-year downtrend. For the past couple of years, we have not been able to break this downtrend line. And recently, Bitcoin has been spending a lot of time here. If we zoom in here, we can see that Bitcoin has spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks testing this multi-year resistance. And going into the lower time frames, looking at the daily chart, we can see that yes, Bitcoin has been seeing a lot of resistance here. Recently, Bitcoin has been pushing this resistance. Now again, the multi-year downtrend line is a little bit subjective. You could draw it in a couple different areas, but in my opinion, drawing it along the area that has the most touch points, the most interaction, is the best area to draw the resistance line. Some people draw it using the wick at 14K. Personally, I think it's more valid to look at this area where the most touch points come in. We had some resistance here just below 14K. We had more resistance around 12,300. And then we saw that touch to 10,500 before the global pandemic. And now we've come back up to retest this multi-year resistance, and we've spent many, many weeks here. And again, looking at the daily chart, the next major area is obviously the 10,000 psychological level, that 5-digit number. Bitcoin needs to get above 10K for us to see some real moves here. And then ultimately, that $10,500 supply line is the ultimate bullish target that the bulls need to break above. You know, we've had rejection along 10,500 3 times. If we do see some resistance here again, it's not necessarily the end of the world, because if you consider this multi-year downtrend line, as long as Bitcoin is ranging above it. So even if we do find some resistance, but we create support along the previous multi-year resistance as new support, this is actually one of the most bullish things Bitcoin could do right now, besides getting a straight break above 10,500. If we do start to just range above the multi-year resistance, this would be putting us outside of this multi-year pennant formation, creating unique market structure above the multi-year downtrend. And I would love to see this. I would love to see this even if Bitcoin was a little bit boring. As long as we're above this area, that would be fantastic. And then ultimately, the bulls would be looking for a break above 10,500. And something like this would also be good for all of you long-term traders out there that are looking to accumulate more before any sort of major uptrend. But the thing is, we have not gotten this confirmation yet. We have not gotten a full confirmation of a break of the multi-year resistance and, creating support along it. We haven't actually gotten this type of confirmation yet. So that is what I'm looking for next. If we do see a continued push to the upside and we come back and touch off of this previous resistance as new support, this is an extremely bullish signal for me, and a break above 10.5K becomes very likely at that point. But one coin that has caught everyone's eye recently is Chainlink. Chainlink has been seeing some really nice moves to the upside, retesting the all-time high areas. Something I want to do right now is compare the Chainlink chart to Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you're looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has generally not really been able to get above this downward sloping resistance, this multi-year resistance. We've kind of just been stuck trying to fight it. It looks like we are getting a slight push above it now, which is awesome to see for Bitcoin. Looking at Ethereum, similar story. We're stuck below this multi-year resistance here as well. Ethereum and Bitcoin are in a very similar position, but if you're looking at Chainlink, we're actually seeing higher highs here on the Binance chart. So what this tells me is that demand for Chainlink is very high, and people are definitely willing to buy Chainlink at these prices. The market sees these prices as still pretty cheap. Now, the question that everyone wants to know about Chainlink right now is, where is Chainlink going to go if we break the all-time high? On Binance, the all-time high is $4.97. On Coinbase, the Chainlink all-time high is $5.10. Keep in mind, Chainlink does not have any resistance above $5.10. There is no resistance to the upside, which means that if Chainlink does get a break above $5.10, that would be putting us in a blue sky breakout. And a blue sky breakout basically just means no previous resistance, and Chainlink would be going through price discovery, and the market is going to determine where the price is going to go during the breakout. And it all depends on how much interest there is for Chainlink, how much demand there is for Chainlink, how much hype there is for Chainlink, how much FOMO there is for Chainlink at that moment of the breakout. So it's going to be interesting to see that if Chainlink does see this all-time high break, how high are we going to go? Something you can do to determine a potential breakout target during a blue sky breakout is take out your fib extensions and go from your highest swing high to your lowest swing low. So we have $5.10 on Coinbase, which I have marked up here. And I'm going to go to a low here of $1.50. So $1.50 is the low. And if we look at what comes in at the 1272 fib extension, the upside price target is actually $6.09. So if we do get a break above $5.10 from that price, the next upside target is about 20% to the upside, around $6.10. So during a breakout scenario, I think it's likely that Chainlink will actually go from $5.10 all the way up to $6.10, most likely hitting the 1272 fib extension. And the next major upside target from there would be the 1618 fib extension, which is actually coming in around $7.33, which is 44% up from $5.10 all-time high. So some of these numbers sound crazy, 20% to the upside, 44% to the upside, but you guys got to remember that during a blue sky breakout, these types of moves are possible. There's no previous resistance. If there is a lot of demand, if there is a lot of interest for Chainlink, you're going to see these types of moves. So people have that question, where's Chainlink going to go during a breakout? This is my answer. You have two upside targets, $6.10, $7.33. This is what I would be looking for. And whether we hit the first upside target before a major pullback or the second upside target before a major pullback is all going to be determined by the amount of interest and the amount of demand during the breakout. So if Bitcoin is seeing some nice upside during this breakout, I think that some of these higher targets could be hit. If Bitcoin is not doing all too much, then we may not hit the highest targets here. So keep all this in mind, guys. It's pretty hard to determine exactly what's going to happen, but this is what I would be looking for. As most of you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Chainlink. It's one of my favorite altcoins. I'm not really too worried about downside. If we do see downside, I'm just going to be looking to buy more. I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be asking, should I buy Chainlink right now? Well, if you're long-term trading, yes, I mean, you could start accumulating slowly. Don't just go all in at one price. Start accumulating, even if you buy a little bit here. If you're taking it slow and we do see some downside, well, you have some more to accumulate at lower prices. For Chainlink, whenever we hit this all-time high area, we tend to get rejected. So whether we break out or get major rejection here, I think is going to be up to Bitcoin. So looking at Bitcoin, if Bitcoin can maintain this bullish posture and get a continued push to the upside, or at least maintain higher lows, this could give Chainlink the chance to have a breakout. As long as Bitcoin remains very bullish, then Chainlink will probably hit some of those upside targets that I was just discussing. In a breakout scenario, the best case scenario is that Bitcoin is also seeing some good moves to the upside. The worst case scenario for a Chainlink breakout is that Chainlink breaks out and Bitcoin sees a reversal and then the breakout is really weak, right? So, again, the breakout, where we go during the breakout is all based on, Bitcoin, the amount of demand there is for cryptocurrencies and Chainlink at that moment of the breakout, how much demand we have, all that kind of stuff. But overall, I'm really bullish on crypto right now. Bitcoin is testing this multi-year resistance, and it looks like we do have a chance of getting a push above it, potentially confirming it as new support before the breakout. And if you're looking at the RSI on the weekly, we're not overbought yet for Bitcoin. We still have a lot of room to move to the upside. And even if Bitcoin does break out and we enter overbought territory, Bitcoin can remain within overbought territory for a long period of time. So keep that in mind as well. I do think that Bitcoin is looking prime for a breakout, and a lot of these altcoins are going to see some extremely nice moves. So right now I have the stock to flow model pulled up for Bitcoin. I like to look at this. This tells me if Bitcoin is staying on track with its usual market cycles, and it looks like everything is fantastic right now. This midline that you see right here, Bitcoin is currently right on the midline, and we're primed for a breakout. And the stock to flow model suggests that Bitcoin is very likely going to be looking for a breakout soon to start this longer term uptrend. So things are looking fantastic for crypto at the moment. And what we need to look out for right now overall is a breakout, a push above 10.5K. And if we can't get that breakout, at the very least, looking for previous resistance to become new support here, this multi-year downtrend. Even that would be an extremely bullish signal for Bitcoin, and then potentially get a breakout at a later date. So this is the kind of stuff I'm looking out for right now. Things are getting pretty exciting, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Before you go, hit that like button. It would help out the channel a lot. Subscribe if you're new. And my favorite platform for charting and trading is the CryptoWatch platform, which is the platform I use in every video. There's a tutorial popping up on the screen right now. If you want to get started, definitely click that video and watch that video. There's some exciting news coming out for CryptoWatch at the end of the month, and I think you guys are going to like it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.